Hey, welcome to the Classic Series from March 2017. Ed.
You know, I couldn't have said it better.
40 years ago. Tualatin
Riesling.
White Riesling, but White Riesling.
White Riesling, yes, it was called. Well, first it was Johannesburg Riesling because it was named after the city in Germany that's famous for its Riesling called Johannesburg. And Tualatin makes great Riesling in Washington State. Yeah.
And then the red, which I thought was interesting, is Chateau de la Chaise
Bruy. Yeah, that was a fabulous
cru,
one.
no?
I think that was the first cru Beaujolais I ever tasted. What was the vintage, like 70 or
I
71?
didn't check, but it's interesting because I go look at what we featured 40 years ago, and Ed goes, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Well,
and there's something very memorable about that. I mean, you do remember. There's something about the nose and the palate that people, for instance, wine that I ordered not that long ago, did not taste like the blend we blended. The wine was great, okay, but it was not the blend that you and I made, okay. So I emailed the winery and I said, "Hey, this doesn't taste like what we blended," and then he went back and researched, and it wasn't.
Well,
because it's something very memorable.
I can't remember where I put my keys or where I put my knife, but I remember the wine I had in July of 1976.
Yeah, right, exactly. So we went to New York, saw Lisa. She's learned how to name drop her chef that she works for, Chef Pinot, and get favors from other restaurants as they go because they're part of the family, right?
Right.
So we went to a very nice restaurant in New York. Can't remember the name now. Incredible wine list.
Oh yeah, wine lists in New York are
Incredible. So an 86 Bordeaux, I got an 86 Bordeaux. It was one that we had features. It was Grand Prix. Is it Ducasse or Lacoste?
Oh, I don't know, but they're both there.
Yeah, 86.
Great vintage.
It was
Phenomenal
very good.
vintage.
She was so happy the sommelier to come taste it with us. So let her taste it. And I thought, I'm going to feature. Also, they had 86 Cabernet, which I bought.
Carmenere. Yeah, 86 Carmenere. I remember that.
Remember that one?
But that was the Blanc, though, right?
No, we did both.
Oh, really?
But I bought it from Hubert.
Hubert. Hey,
Wow. This is amazing.
I have mixed emotions about this wine because I know that my friend Brian Babcock, who's been a close friend for over 30 years, didn't make any money by selling it this wine at this price. But it is so good.
Amazing. I mean, folks, this is how it works and why we've been in business all these years is that there's always overproduction. There's always wine to have that we can get that bring you at a substantially reduced price from the retail value because of our relationships in the business. And this is a classic example that he sells this for $25 at the winery.
Yeah, exactly. It's $25 at the winery.
And you can get it more for $7.99.
I know, it just, which galls him.
But this has got all the beefiness of a Central Coast.
Yeah, it has everything that you want, except the price. Did you read that article I sent you about how there's half as many wholesalers in the United States as there were 10 years ago, and there's twice as many wines?
I didn't read that.
Oh, I sent it to you.
Where's that from?
I don't know, Wine Business Monthly, I think, or winebusiness.com. There's this article. It was it was funny, but it was also scary because you got more wineries and you got less wholesalers.
Yeah, which means that the wineries, the small guys, don't get any representation on the street because the big guys are telling the sales guys, "You're going to sell.
This is what you're going to sell,"
You get a free coffee maker if you do that.
That's why all the liquor guys get into wine because then they know they're going to sell their wine because they have to sell the liquor.
Right, that's right.
Okay, I'm doing a 98. $7.99. $7.99.
Yeah, $7.99's a 98.
I give it 200.
I love the nose.
Oh, the nose is absolutely gorgeous.
Burgundian.
It is. It's fabulous. He's a fabulous winemaker.
Very Burgundian. Very Burgundian. So I got invited to. We put a picture in the newsletter last month, I think it was, to the Louis Jadot barrel tasting.
Ooh, I bet that was good.
5 people were there total, including Peter Hirsch.
How come I wasn't there?
I don't know. I just forgot about it, and I was called at 11 o'clock saying, "What time are you coming?"
Where was it? I'd have been there. I've been to that before. God, that's an amazing taste. Did they taste the Grand Cru white Burgundies?
Everything.
Oh my God!
I have not tasted white Burgundies like that in my life.
Oh no, Chevalier, Montrachet, La Demoiselle.
Yeah,
I mean, you just taste this wine and you go, "Oh my God, is that what Chardonnay tastes like?"
I actually bought some for the cellar because it's so good.
At what, $500 a bottle?
No, it wasn't that much. There were some actually less pedigreed districts that were very good. Like Chablis was really good.
That is delicious.
I know, this is a nice wine.
That is really good. Now this is
talk about
this is why I get the big bucks. I had 2 samples of wine that I brought Paul. Neither one of them alone were that good. and they were different vintages, so you couldn't put them together. You could only put up 15% of one vintage in there. So I took 15% and put it in one wine, and then I took 15% of that wine and put it in the other wine, and it totally changed them. I used to think that when you'd add 2% or something to a wine, it wouldn't make that much difference.
Makes a big difference.
But it not a big difference, but it makes enough of a difference, you know.
So the guys at POF, POF is sort of this is Lodi fruit, by the way, which I didn't know. But POF is a very old French term that means like screwed up on the head. And also it doubles for like drunk off your cuckoo.
Well, you know, that's a perfect name for a bottle of wine.
But young French people don't know the word because it's not used much anymore. It's like one of those old words. And that's why I use that word.
This is a delicious wine. I mean, you know, if it has any oak, it's just enough to give it a little expansiveness. I love the acidity. I love the nice little green apple in the mouth. Man, I'm 96 on this one.
I'll go 95.
It's better than an 86.
I had 86 Bordeaux. So this one just blew me off.
Yeah, I know.
This one I couldn't believe.
Me neither. It's one of those. Are you kidding me? We're featuring Hardy's Cabernet for $7.99.
I just couldn't believe it. And I kept tasting, going, "There's got to be something wrong with it." Because
no, there isn't. Hardy's is a fabulous producer.
It's a great wine, and I just kept tasting, going, "Maybe I'm missing a flaw."
No, I mean, first of all, the density, the licorice and the chocolate that you get in that nose, and then come the black cherries and the blackberries.
I kept tasting the wine from the vendor going, you know, this can't be right. There's something wrong. This is the new label, because sometimes, you know, we get really good prices because the label changed. This is the new label. This is like the frontline stuff. It's $15.99 on the shelf. It's $7.99 here. I don't know.
I don't either. But it's got some really dense flavors to it, and it's young. I mean, it's still got a long way to go. I wouldn't open this up for another 5 or 6 years. And yet
it's layered with fruit. Got plenty of acid. I don't know. It was a 96. I did. What's the district? Is it just Australia or is it southeastern?
No, it's southeastern. I think it's
southeastern.
Yeah, southeastern Australia, which is near Coonawarra, which is their Shishi Lala place. You know, that's their best area. Although they make really good wine in Tasmania too, believe it or not.
They do, yeah.
They make some phenomenal wines.
I've been dying to find one. They just don't bring that many here.
No, they don't. But it is what it is.
Speaking of Shishi Lala, have you seen La La Land?
No, I haven't.
It's great.
I've heard nothing but raves by everybody.
What's interesting is men like it. I like it because of the struggle and the perseverance and the Calvin Coolidge perseverance is omnipotent. But
you know,
this is
another wine you could just go, hey man.
They're very similar too. This is Sonoma.
Yeah. This is these are my buddies over at. Well, I don't think I know anybody over there anymore. I don't think so. I don't think Daryl's there. I used to know the marketing guy. You know, it's. What's the name of the wine?
I like the grippiness of this.
Guys Repeat. You know, I used to know the owner really well. Great guy. He sold it. I got 25 years ago. I like
the difference. This has got a little more fruit, a little more lime juice. This is a little more gripping, a little more acid, but still tons of green apple. Good
and it's got oak on it, which is just enough to go. Oh, I think there's oak on there, and I'm fine with that. Anyway, $13.99 on the shelf, which is still a great price, and $6.99 on the shelf. $6.99 here is even greater price.
It's
to coin a term.
In Clairville Station, you might see it around, but you'll see it at $13.99 because it is Geyser Peak, which is a big production winery.
Yeah, they're big, and they, you know something, I never had a wine from them that I didn't like. Not one wine.
I'm going to challenge that because the Merlot, I don't know if it was the Merlot or the Cab they brought, I didn't care for it. I did not buy it. And that happens once in a while.
Well, I haven't had it for a while since Daryl Groom left, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, it's another 96 for me.
I'll go 95, 96,
okay.
95, 96,
whatever.
95, 96.
Yeah. And that's our show for today, kids. Classic Series for March 2017. And next week's my birthday.
What?
Next week's my birthday.
Did we know that?
Well, I knew it. I mean, I known it every year for 70 years.